sex is fundamental ego identity, lived. And generally speaking, it is a problem for virtually everyone. And the seat of the patterning, or the domain of the patterning, that is life problems of all sorts. All that's a little bit deeper than that is the sheer life and death physicality problem. But in terms of the life manifestation, it's all about sexual patterning, emotional sexual patterning in the form of the social ego. Not just the genital activity patterning, but the personality patterning. The social pattern of self and other is founded upon emotional sexual patterning to a very great degree, and animated through the whole context of emotional sexual consciousness. So it certainly is an important dimension of bondage, and therefore an important aspect of sadhana, this whole emotional sexual domain. But the perfect practice is not based on any reference to the body-mind or any method of the body-mind, and therefore it has nothing to do with sex inherently. And it's not that that the perfect practice is some kind of rule of disciplines that, there's a checklist, and among them is don't have sex. You see? But if there truly is the establishment of the perfect practice, what does it have to do with sex? What does it have to do with sexual bondage, ego-I, other, difference, relatedness, psychophysical patterning, gross, subtle, and causal effort? What does it have to do with any of that? If the perfect practice is true and is profound, it has nothing to do with any of that. There is no method, then, of the body-mind that applies. It is the condition prior to the body-mind that is the domain of the perfect practice in this way. It is what could rightly be called the self-domain, or the domain of the self-condition. And that self-condition is not a self. The body-mind point of view carries with it some assumption that there is an I, a separate, identifiable, substantial person that may, in religious views, be described as a kind of something separate from the body-mind, something like a soul or entity of some kind that could be called spiritual, that survives death and so on. Whatever phenomena can be identified relative to the process after the physical lifetime, in any case, there is no separate, substantial self.